Welcome back to Courtside Comparisons, presented by NerdWallet, here with Kelly Oubre Jr. Kelly, thank you for joining us as always.
Thanks for having me again.
And I want to start where we were starting up before we started rolling, and that's with Harry Potter.
Yes.
So, Kelly, if you had to choose a Hogwarts house, I know you're a fan, Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, or Slytherin, where would you end up?
Well, the hat would say probably I would be in Gryffindor because, you know, greatness is in Gryffindor. But, like, another side of me would probably be in Slytherin.
And what's that side about?
I don't know, just like an emo side a little bit.
Grittiness.
Yeah, just gritty, kind of go get it. Don't really care about other stuff. So, yeah.
That's sort of how I am. I think I'm a Gryffindor. When I literally took the quiz the other night with some of my friends.
Wow.
And I'm definitely a Gryffindor, but I have Hufflepuff tendencies.
I get those vibes.
Like, some days I'm, like, tough and ready to rock, and some days I'm just, like, friendly and, you know.
Yeah, I get those vibes.
If you had to add, like, a couple other fictional stories, whether it's movies, film, TV, books, what are some of your other favorite fictional worlds out there?
I'm going to go with Ender's Game.
Okay.
Because that's just like a foundational storyline that we all are taught in school. What else? I don't know, man. I like the wizarding world. I like the old ancient, like Game of Thrones type world. Those things like knights and barbarians and stuff.
Did you watch House of Dragons?
Of course. That's one of the best shows ever.
It's coming back this summer.
Yes. I think House of Dragons is better than Game of Thrones just because you get the foundation of how everything came to be. But
Might
yeah.
have been.
And in Game of Thrones, had water bottles on the floor and coffee cups. But
They did. Okay, so you were deep in the lore.
Yeah,
I love that.
big
Okay,
one.
let's do a couple basketball questions, and then we'll get back into fiction. But just because of where we are right now, filming a couple days before the play-in playoffs begin, you talked about it when you first came to Philly as part of the calculus into deciding to join this team, was wanting to compete in April, May, and June. What does it feel like to finally be there?
Man, it feels amazing. You know, it's like you can kind of taste victory in the accomplishment that you set out to go reach. And we're here now at that April, May, June time. And, man, the energy is very high. You know, the vibes are super professional, I would say, you know, because we're not thinking about where we're about to go after this. We're all focused on one goal, and that's to compete and make a big run. So I just like being here other than having my mind mentally off of basketball, right?
Kate Scott asked you after the Miami game what it felt like to be in these games where every single one from here on out is going to be super competitive. And you sort of lit up your face. You just got really excited. You're playing some of your best basketball of your whole career right now. How does it feel to be rounding into such a positive form personally and with the group that's now won a ton of games and is getting ready to look much healthier than you've been?
Yeah, it feels really relieving. Obviously, you know, you go through ups and downs in the season, and it's ebbs and flows, man. You have highs and lows, and it's like when you're at your low points, my biggest thing was just showing up every day. Like, I'm going to compete. I'm going to give it 100%. I'm going to give it my all, but you know, the days where you don't feel confident, the days where you don't know, like, what's going to happen or you don't feel good, it's just like the days that you feel more accomplished at the end once you kind of finish it, right? And that's been this whole season for me. It's like it's been really hard. It's been one of the toughest years of my life, obviously. And just kind of keeping a smile on my face and showing up every day no matter what, and, you know, it's gotten me through.
You've had a lot of good moments in media lately. One of them featured your daughter who joined you at the podium. And as I said, you lit up when you were talking about the playoffs, but you light up even more when you talk about your family. And you added them into an interview that you did with me at the end. And it's been really touching to just watch how you've grown as a player and as a dad, even in just the 6 or 8 months that I've known you. So what has it been like to go through this experience with them and have them in Philly and watch your young kids grow up here?
It's been everything, man. You know, 3-4 years ago, like, I was just a young pup, and I never thought I would be a father, right? But now my daughter's about to be 3 years old, and my son is about to be 1. He's walking, he's babbling, and he's, you know, starting to dribble basketball. So, like, it makes it all worth it. Now I see why the vets, when I was younger, used to say, yo, wait, when you have kids, wait till you go home, and you see their face light up no matter if you had a good or bad day. It's like that is life for me, you know, making them smile and just being present for them, but also allowing them to be a part of this journey with me, because life is life, man. We have to all grow in order to, you know, reach our full potential. And as long as they can see me grow and, you know, try to navigate through some hard stuff, like, I know that they'll be willing and able to conquer anything.
Let's say you were granted 2 or 3 extra hours in every day. So now you're working with a 26-hour day or 27-hour day. And you can't use those hours for anything you already do. So you can't sleep, you can't play basketball, you can't hang out with your kids. Like, you got to explore something new. Yeah. What would you use those 2 extra hours in the day for?
That's a great question. Honestly, like consistently every day, like I try to create something just to keep that creative juices flowing. And I probably would just sit down, lock myself in a room, and just brainstorm about creative ideas that come to my mind. I do that in the summertime, but obviously during the season it's a little different because you're so focused on your routine and the game coming up, practice or whatever. So I probably would just sit down, man, and dedicate 2 hours to just designing. I have a clothing line, I have a production company. So film and fashion is kind of my favorite things outside of basketball and music, of course. But yeah, I would probably just try to let my thoughts just be on paper. So yeah.
What if you were granted an extra month in your year and you had to spend 30 days doing something totally different than anything else you do in the year? Where would you spend your time?
On a beach. Yeah, I would be probably Malibu or somewhere up near some beautiful tropical water and just relax, man, meditate for that month, because I guarantee if I do that, shut off my cell phone, I'll come back a different animal.
For sure. All right, let's stay on that line then. If you had to pick 3 of your favorite vacation destinations or just places in the world, what would your 3 favorites be?
The French Polynesia one. Let's see. I got to go to places I've been.
And you don't have to rank them. Just give me a top 3.
Oh, okay. California, too.
Okay.
Malibu specifically. And 3 probably would be either France or London, but I would go Europe.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's so many opportunities and places to go in Europe.
Okay, so what if you had to pick 3 favorite, I know you're into fashion, you were just talking about it, 3 favorite fashion labels, brands, designers?
Dope Soul.
Okay. Tell me more.
That's my brand, of course. But, I don't publicize it, nor do I, do the most on Instagram with ads and all of that stuff. For one, I'm not really on Instagram right now, but 2, it's just that's my art, man. I feel like my art speaks for itself, and I have a message and a purpose, and I'm trying to create a community of people. I can go on for days about that, but 2, I'm gonna go with Givenchy.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with Givenchy. I really love just their designs, their versatility as a brand, and then I'm gonna go with Chrome Hearts 3.
What's that one?
Chrome Hearts.
What's that?
All my accessories, you see my focals when I wear them, they're Chrome Hearts. A big Chrome Heart stan. It's been kind of a trendy wave, but I've been on them since day one. So yeah, it's my favorite brand ever. It's just all vintage and all handcrafted stuff, and you could tell in the details that they're really legit.
Love. Okay, outside of Philadelphia, we're taking Philly out of the conversation here. 3 favorite NBA cities.
Going to LA, Miami, and probably, I'm going to go cliche, casual answer, New York.
Okay. All right. Thank you for participating in part 1. Part 2, Kelly. Start, bench, cut. LA, Miami, New York.
Ain't you going on you going to go me like that? All right. All right, bench, Miami.
Okay.
Start, cut LA. I'm sorry, but because we're talking about basketball, right? So you gotta start New York.
Sure.
Just because that's the Mecca, that's the Garden.
Is that your favorite place to play?
Yeah.
Okay, start, bench, cut. French Polynesia, Malibu, and France.
Oh, France gotta go. I'm sorry, Nico. Sorry, Wemby. France gotta go. We're gonna start Malibu. Mm-hmm. Beautiful princess's name is Malibu, and that's also my favorite beach and favorite place to just get away. And then we're going to bench French Polynesia.
Okay. Start, bench, cut. Dope Soul, Givenchy, Chrome Hearts.
Start Dope Soul.
Okay.
Bench Chrome Hearts and cut Givenchy.
All right. Kelly, those are some good answers. Do you want to do some generic ones, and then we'll call it a day?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Start, bench, cut. Appetizer, entree, dessert.
All right. Start dessert.
Okay.
Bench entree.
Okay.
And cut appetizer.
All right. Start, bench, cut. Hitting a 3, a dunk, or a block.
Ooh, that's a great one. Start getting a dunk. Can I explain?
Sure.
So if I'm dunking in the game, that means I'm getting downhill.
Mm-hmm.
I have legs under me in order to slice through the defense and kind of just get where I need to go at all times. And then I'm on the rim. I'm flying high. So I'm going to start dunk, bench hitting a 3. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I'm going to say bench hitting a 3. And then cut blocks, although I'm one of the team leaders in blocks.
You are.
So.
Fair enough. All right, last one, Kelly. Start, bench, cut. The off season, the regular season, and the postseason.
Okay. Start the postseason, obviously. Bench the regular season.
Okay.
course, because you can't get to the postseason without the regular season.
Facts.
Then cut the off season. Just give us a weekend or something. We'll be all right.
Fair enough. Kelly Oubre, I have good news for you if you love the playoffs.
Yes.
The postseason's coming.
It is.
Thank you for joining us. Looking forward to watching you and appreciate your time on Courtside Comparisons presented by NerdWallet.